Alexa, turn volume down to 2. Hopefully my water not too hot. It's a little too hot, so I'm gonna wait for it to cool down a minute. Wait for y'all to get some notifications, because your girl over here gonna finish. Well, this is part 2, and then we're gonna have one more part once they solidify. So come on in, come on in, come on in. I'm over here testing candles for volume 2 book. Woo! And shipping our orders and trying to watch Ghost. So we're gonna finish up part 2. What's up, Miss Passion? Thank you for sending me my thing so I can play the game. It's great. I appreciate you. She sent me little much time on this phone. As you can see, it's about to die. So when I do it, my bead's still in here just a little bit. You see, it's just a little bit of juice. I'm going to add a little bit more juice when I do this. So I'm adding, this should be warm water, but it's probably going to be a little bit hot. But let me find my fragrance oil. What the heck I use? Citrus? See? See? Some odor illuminator. Sure. Oh, here it is. When you got about 1,000 bottles of fragrance oil, all them words start looking alike. And the flaming candle, I'm going to tell them, listen, y'all did good when y'all had the big words on the bottle. They rebranded, I guess, because what somebody said in the comments that someone bought the flaming candle. Well, they need their words a little bit bigger for us older people. Just make them a little bit bigger, but give us a font of about 22 instead of that font of 12. Okay, so I'm going to just add a little bit more fragrance oil. I'm just eyeballing it. With fragrance oil, as long as it's not going in the candle on the bottom, you can use up to, what flaming candle say, 97%. Go read it. Go read it. Okay, so this is probably too hot, but it's still water. And all I want, y'all see it's hot, but it should have been warm. We're going to see what it do. It might be better than what it was. And all I'm doing is put a little bit in and let it go. You can use warm water. It don't have to be smoking like this. Don't let it be smoking like this, because you know Cheryl would try anything. They might come out and start popping like popcorn. So I do stuff a little different from everybody else. And you, like I said, it's really nothing new under the sun. The only problem is when the sun looking, we under the same sun. So it's kind of hard to share stuff when people are doing exactly like you. And if y'all have time, go watch Shannon Sharp with Steve Harvey podcast. I'm halfway through it. It's about 2 hours long, but it is great about how black people don't want to help black people and why we do and why we don't. Only because we scared to see each other get ahead. I get it, but then, and I've helped people. They still don't do nothing what I told them, because I'll be on the sideline helping people that y'all don't know. They don't do it. The second thing is, it's kind of hard to help and tell you where to sell at when y'all looking exactly like me and we looking like twins and you undercut my price. So my way of helping is showing y'all how to make extra money wherever avenue you will. I probably will do a strategic sales class, which does not affect my sales. Now, let's be clear. If it's 11,000 people in here, 12,000, everybody ain't going to do it. Number one, everybody ain't in here paying attention. It's probably, I can see my analytics. It's a good movement around in the background because, you know, it's some low-key people in here. And me, strategically, everybody's not going to do it. Everybody's not serious. It takes a lot of work. That's why y'all don't see me all the time on camera, because I ain't got no eyelashes, no eyebrows. I got on some clothes. I got on clothes. You know, I ain't naked or nothing, but you get what I'm saying? I got on some clothes. I can run to the store and come back. But to be on live, I got to hit my edges, baby, down and all of that. So to move fast, I don't have time. So with this, a lot of people, it takes a lot of time. And with me moving strategically, and you got to figure out what's your strategic way. Did I mess up something? Nope. I'm trying to wait for this water to cool before I put the top on. So you should have used warm water and added a little bit fragrance oil. That's it. That's all. That's part 2. That's it. That's all. So I'll probably do a strategically done class on different avenues where you can sell and probably get on some other outlets. And you can see the little beads. So I'm going to probably wait for this water to cool. Maybe if I add some more warm, cold water with it, it'll make it warm. Hold up. Cheryl, you be thinking outside the box, girl. Why not just add some cool water with it? All right, now we should be warm. All I got is a coffee pot, because I have a coffee pot and a Keurig. I don't know, because I only drink with the Keurig. I don't never have coffee just sitting up there. So I'm going to fill it up halfway. It should be warm now. I don't care too much about my water being cloudy because, you know, with oil, it will be a little cloudy. All I want is enough to fill these beads up. That's it, that's all. Because when I scoop them out, they're not going to be cloudy. Even if I got to rinse them off, they're not going to be cloudy, but they're going to smell good. And that's it, that's all. And then they just going to pop, snap, crackle, and pop. My stuff look mighty cloudy, but maybe because I use hot water. Now I got to go do this all over again with a different one. You don't never hear hustlers say they don't want to hustle no more. But you see it's a little cloudy, but that's probably because of alcohol. The bubbles is probably from the soap. The soap helps to absorb. The alcohol helps the fragrance oil to absorb because oil is like oil and vinegar. It's all together done a certain way. But I don't know what I did, but they smell good, and this is exactly what I did. But I used warm water, and this works perfect. So your turn now is to take and get you some warm water, not hot. Maybe heat it up and just do it. Don't fill it up all the way, but you fill it up enough so you have room for this to grow because they're going to grow and pop up. So I may do a time lapse on it. It's kind of cloudy, but I'm not concerned about the clouds. Y'all are probably, oh my gosh, it's not going to be cloudy in the jar. Mine, we're all clear in the jar. So don't worry about the clouds. That's probably between the soap, the oil, what we use, castor oil, and dish detergent, a hand soap. All of that probably blended together. So it's going to come out. You see they started to get a little bigger at the bottom. Dang, don't move on me. I can see them moving. Y'all okay because they keep moving. But I can see them get a little bigger. Now, I will let this sit overnight. You can kind of see it now if you look good. I will let this sit overnight, or tonight I'll look at it and decide if I need to add some more water. And that's pretty much it. Now, the third part would be where we're going to do one more step. So right now today, you should be pouring your warm water in, filling it up, and just adding a little bit more fragrance oil. Because I want this, when it's absorbing the water, it's going to pick up some of the fragrance oil, not all. Because you need almost three steps to get the fragrance oil to stay and stay on there for a good while. Then your job after all of this 1, 2, and 3 steps, your job is to test and see how long it works for. I did a week and I forgot about it because I'm not selling it. But this is a starting point for you. This would work for me. And it may still smell. I don't know. But I do know after a while those bees start losing water because what? Water evaporates. So you may have to add more water. But pay attention when you have to add more water to it in case you want to educate your customers and say, hey, after 2 weeks, add just a teaspoon or maybe a half a cup of water. Fill it up halfway to revive your beads. But pay attention to when it occurred, and it's not mean paying attention doing it 1 or 2 times. You have to do it at least 2 or 3 times. It's a lot of beads in there. Y'all can play around with them. But find out and put them like in little bathrooms or put one in your car because this is not for a wide space. Even the ones in the store, I still do not smell them at all. I don't know why y'all thought these things were supposed to smell, but I got them to smell. So that's what was baffling to me because I went and bought them because if I don't understand something, the first thing I'm going to do is go buy and read about it. And none of it smelled to me from the store. I mean, from Dollar General, Walmart, and I went somewhere else. And they didn't smell. I smelled them if I put my nose to it. But these smell outside where you can smell them in the jar or in your car or wherever. But your goal is to see how long you need to see. This is your homework. Once you do this third step, you're going to put them in a jar, put them in your bathroom or your car. I want you to pay attention because you ain't got nothing else but time. I don't. You don't have nothing else but time, but pay attention to how long it stayed fragrant. And when they start drying out, and then add, let's say, fill the jar with 1/4 of water to revive the bees, shake them up, just swirl them around. I need you to pay attention to how long that took, whether it was 1 week, whether it was 2 weeks, or whether it was 8 days, because you're going to need to educate your customer or your clients on this. Any questions? Gotta go because this phone for the die. Let me see if y'all got any questions because you know our heads on now. I don't see no questions. I know I talk fast, move fast. I be thinking fast. Let me see. Let me get my other phone. I had to reheat up my food. Hold up. Who's that calling me?